In this video, we're going to talk about the rules for basic operations using positive and negative numbers and give an example for each. First, let's look at a scenario that we're already familiar with, adding two positive numbers. So positive plus positive always equals a positive. For example, 3 plus 3 always equals positive 6. When we add two negative numbers, negative plus negative, the result is always negative. For example, negative 5 plus negative 2 equals negative 7. When we add a positive and negative number, positive plus negative, we take the difference between the numbers and use the sign of the larger. Here's an example that will look familiar. 8 minus 3. It looks like a basic subtraction problem, because that's what it is. We have a positive 8 minus 3, taking the difference between the numbers and using the sign of the larger number for our final answer. So 8 minus 3 equals positive 5. Suppose we have negative 8 plus 3. We're going to apply the same principle, taking the difference between the two numbers and using the sign of the larger. So negative 8 plus 3 equals negative 5. These are your basic rules involving addition and subtraction with positive and negative numbers. Let's take a look at multiplication and division. A positive times positive always equals a positive number. For example, 3 times 4 equals positive 12. A negative times a negative is always positive. For example, negative 4 times negative 4 equals positive 16. And a negative times a positive, or a positive times a negative, always equals a negative. For example, negative 5 times positive 3 equals negative 15. The same rules that we use for multiplication of positive and negative numbers also apply to division. So we can say a positive divided by a positive equals positive, negative divided by negative equals positive, and a negative divided by a positive or positive divided by a negative is always negative. So these are our basic rules of operations using positive and negative numbers. I hope you found them helpful, and we'll see you next time.